Gox liquidation is the reason why we have 20% cash in our large cap product. We basically have moved a quarter of our Bitcoin holdings, quarter of our Bitcoin Cash holdings to a stable coin, and we parked that stable coin to earn some interest, parked it over at Celsius for a few weeks. But we're a little bit cautious about being long those coins right now because of the Mt. Gox liquidation. I know everyone knows about Mt. Gox, but Mt. Gox got back 200,000 Bitcoin, and therefore they also have like 200,000 Bitcoin Cash and 200,000 Bitcoin SV. They have delayed the liquidation 3 times, 6 months each time. People that are creditors to Mt. Gox or claimants or litigants, they have been waiting for 5 years now for their liquidations. This hacking was in 2014, and they're going to be probably distributed their cryptocurrency at the end of the month this month, unless they postpone again, but there has not been any talk of a postpone yet that I've seen.
Now, some took a settlement, right, John? Some took a settlement from COVID, that firm that was offering early cash out for like $1,300 a Bitcoin. Yeah,
and Fortress was doing the same, the New York hedge fund. But that doesn't mean that those Bitcoin aren't coming into the market on the 31st from the trustee of the liquidation. They will be just distributed to Fortress. And then Fortress is going to decide, do we sell these or do we not sell these? So it's 175,000 Bitcoin that's left after the trustee has sold some along the way to pay for expenses associated with the bankruptcy. So 175,000 Bitcoin represents $1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin.
I mean, some of that's got to come in the back of the market, right? I mean, maybe not all into cash, but I mean, some of that might even flow into some alts.
So that's a very optimistic way to look at it, Dr. J, that some of it might flow into altcoins. I think that potentially, yes. But I think that if we consider that the people that are receiving this have been waiting for 5 years to receive this money, and that they thought 2 years ago or 3 years ago that the number was 4 times higher when Bitcoin was trading around 20,000. And they thought the distributions were going to be coming imminently soon 2 years ago, that they may, if they're anything like me, they may just have been spending some of those chickens that hadn't hatched yet. And there may be some lifestyle catch-ups that have to be paid back as these funds hit these crypto holders. Even if there was only 20% of this cryptocurrency that was going to be sold at the market, so just $200 million. Christoph, you're a numbers guy. How do you think the Bitcoin market will like $200 million of supply coming in one day?
Oh, it would. Yeah, no, I mean, that's, I like to think that these hedge fund guys are at least smart enough to not dump all at once, but you never know, right?
It's the trustee that could actually save the day by creating like some type of a distribution structured schedule, which would be better for people that are trying to cash out their crypto, for sure. It scares me a little bit, so we are avoiding Bitcoin. We're underweighting. We've actually sold another half of our remaining Bitcoin exposure. Same thing for Bitcoin Cash. We already don't own Bitcoin SV. But Bitcoin SV being up like 40%, I think. Here, let me see, I'll pull the screen on this. Up 40% overnight. Definitely looks very vulnerable to me to some selling. So, but the struggle is that we don't want to get out of cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency markets have been crushed. You know, they got sold off really indiscriminately and without much of a reason except for the fact that they were liquidity when people needed liquidity. So we want to stay in crypto. And I think the easy trade here is that we go to Ethereum. Ethereum is been trading lockstep with the rest of the market, has a ton of reasons to like Ethereum, not the least of which was the recent addition of JP Morgan and Ernst & Young to the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. But also, of course, and very significantly, Ethereum 2.0, which is a major undertaking and a very badly needed upgrade for the Ethereum protocol, is expected to be launched this summer. Companies, it does not seem, are bailing out on Ethereum. In fact, they are coming to Ethereum and they are committing to the platform. And this Ethereum 2.0 upgrade, where they switch from proof of work to proof of stake, is going to be enormously important. And there's worse places that we we could play a crypto bounce in Ethereum. So anyway, that's my soapbox for today. I hopefully won't have to talk a lot more on this call, but Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, if you have them, pretty soon everyone's going to have them. So you might want to think about lightening up on those positions. Ethereum looks really attractive to us here at Sarson Funds.